This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Hello, Betsy.
Marcy.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm very well.
Look at us. We're British now.
This tea's delightful.
And here's a biscuit.
My cousins in America will call it a cookie, but they're stupid.
They're stupid.
Betsy, how are you?
They're stupid.
I'm
good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Oh, good.
Why does I get so boring with that accent? I'm like,
I don't know.
just snacking and talking.
Snacking. And
we have some listener emails to send to you guys. Not send to you guys.
Boy.
We were multitasking. We have some listener emails to read to you guys because you guys have sent us so many good ones. We want to get caught up. So we're doing.
There's so many awesome ones.
Also,
thank you so much.
We don't have to do any work. We just read your emails.
Yeah, all we do is read your emails. It's fantastic.
It's much easier.
You guys are great at writing.
You guys are so good at writing, and it's so much easier than me ripping off someone else's internet work.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
Betsy, do you want to go first?
I think you should go first because this one I have relates to you, dude.
Okay. All right. So this is from Louisa. It's called Ancestors and White Shadow People.
Whoa!
Personal story. Hi, ladies. My name is Louisa. I'm a huge fan of your podcast. I thought my friend and I were the only ones obsessed with paranormal stories. I have experienced many ghost experiences since I can remember. I have 2 stories for you guys today. All right.
Sweet, dude.
My parents told me that when I was a child, they would put me in my crib to sleep in my crib overnight. They started to notice that I seemed really tired throughout the day and was not getting enough sleep.
Oh.
My mom added a baby monitor by my bed to see what was up.
Fuck.
Then that night, she heard me laughing and giggling by myself. She ran to my room and saw I was looking up at nothing. I had toys in my hand and was acting like I was playing with someone.
Louisa.
This happened a couple of nights in a row.
Fuck.
This freaked her the hell out. And she called a relative who's also known to be a medium. He told her to relax and that my ancestors were visiting me. She told him to make it stop, like any mother would. So he said he would let them know. The next night, I was sound asleep and it never happened again. This is where weird shit happens.
What this is?
My mom had a dream where she heard my relative's voice saying, "Hey, thanks a lot for never telling me if the problem got fixed." So she called my uncle, and before she said anything, he goes, "Oh, I'm happy you got my message last night." What the actual fuck? I wish I could have met this badass guy, but he passed away before I was old enough to know about the story.
What?
Hey, thanks a lot for telling me if the problem got fixed. Oh, I get it. So, the next night, whenever there was, no paranormal stuff happening, she didn't say, "Oh, thank you." And so he was, miffed.
Oh,
That's
my
so funny.
God.
All right, another one.
That's wild.
That's a really wild.
That's a good one.
I love some sassy paranormal
stuff.
Oh,
I love sassy.
When I was in first grade, my family moved out of our house temporarily to an apartment while our house was being remodeled. I've always felt uneasy while being there alone. Even being in a room alone, I felt that something was watching me.
Oh,
it all started when I would be alone in a room. I would close my eyes and see these shadow figures.
Uh-oh.
It looked like those little paper cutouts that you make in grade school while they're holding hands.
Oh, yes. Okay. Ew.
Each figure was a white shadow, but their eyes were cut out.
Sick.
Or you could see through the holes. It
Sick.
was really fucking creepy and still haunts me today.
Ew.
There were all different shapes and sizes, but always held hands. freaky.
Ew. That is so fucked up.
So crazy.
I hate that.
Well, she says I hated it.
Good.
It progressed where even with my eyes open, I would see them.
Oh, no.
Ugh. I refused to go anywhere alone in the house. I was scared to even go to the bathroom. Needless to say, it was a long 9 months. So later, I kind of forgot about it, but my parents were very kind about it since they knew I possessed a gift, so they call it.
Oh, I like that.
There was some retail near the apartments. Our eye doctor was there. So we stopped to get coffee, and of course I started to feel the strong urge to get the hell out of there. My mom was curious and started researching the history of the apartments. It used to be a fucking Indian burial ground.
Oh, no.
Yeah, freaky.
Ugh.
I was telling this about someone at my work, and she told me that she had read before that Native American spirits can reveal themselves as shadows. So, WTF.
Whoa.
This stuff happened to me all the time, so I'm assuming I'm a little more sensitive to it.
She is.
At my apartment in college, I would hear what I could only describe as I am tuning radio with different voices. AM tuning radio, I get it.
Oh my goodness.
They sounded muffled. Sometimes it's songs I'd never heard before.
What?
And very low, so I could never exactly hear what they're saying. It would happen every night. One time I heard someone yell my name Louisa, and I swear it was my mom. I asked her the next morning, and she said it was not her. I am not sure if this is something that happens to quote-unquote sensitive people. Let me know if you've heard of familiar experiences. I have so many stories. I'll email you guys later. Thanks for having an awesome podcast, Louisa.
Oh, my God. Yeah, email us more. That's wild. You totally are sensitive.
For sure.
Whoa. Ooh, that paper cut out, like that description is so scary. I want to see it in a horror movie.
And I do think that we always say there's an Indian burial ground. I like that someone did some research to feel like, is this
to be officially like, this is it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wow. Ooh, that was really good.
Very good. All right.
Marcy, I have one from a friend of yours. Should I just go right into it? Or say the friend's name?
So, does she mention it at all? And maybe let's just go into it, and I'll talk about it after.
She does not.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, Marcy, you might know this one.
Oh.
One night, while living in a small house in a small town in Louisiana with 4 of my college friends, I had an experience. It all started in my little red room. A fresh vase of flowers from my current boyfriend, good music playing in the background. I was feeling connected to the universe, excited yet tired, but not exhausted. I feel like this is important, but might not be. It was the first and last time I ever slept completely naked alone in my bed.
I get it, though. She was like feeling herself.
Get it 100%. And then for something weird to happen, to be like, I can never do that again. Oh, that is so funny. So I lay down and start to get a weird, I am not alone feeling. I have lived in this room for a while and never felt that feeling before. I turn over, determined to ignore that feeling and whoever/whatever it is, because I'm in a good mood and no one is going to ruin it by making me scared to be in my room alone. This is fantastic. So I turn over and still feel it. And still feel this presence that seems to be coming from the corner of my room near my closet, but not in my closet. Really kind of near my fresh flowers on my dresser. It's such a weird feeling because I don't feel like it's a person that has hidden in my room or might be looking through my window. It feels like someone who isn't there but is, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. I vaguely remember checking my closet, but knowing I wouldn't find anything there. So I finally calmed my mind down enough to reach that almost asleep state, but not quite. I am completely aware of my surroundings, but there's this feeling of heaviness all through my body, so I can't move, but I am being pulled in the direction of the someone/something in the corner. Ooh. Then I feel weightless, as if I'm floating right above my bed, just levitating. Then this singing begins. It sounds familiar, like a song that I've heard all my life, a sweet little voice filled with love and affection. Oh, a mother singing her child to sleep, but I don't know what the words mean. They are in another language. I feel like my senses are heightened. I am becoming super aware that this should not be happening. My pulse is racing, and I'm trying to make sense of it all while cataloging everything that is happening because I want to remember it. I want to be able to find out what it all means. Oh my God. Then there's this other part of me that seems to go right along with this. So Ghost and I start to sing this song with her along with this ghost. And okay, so there's this other part of me that seems to go right along with this ghost. And I start to sing this song with her even though I don't actually know the song and I haven't actually ever heard it and I couldn't tell you 2 words of it now. I continue singing, laying there feeling weightless yet still unable or unwilling to move.
Oh, wow.
Oh God, as I'm laying there singing, my rational mind is trying really hard to make sense of it all, and I start to sort of panic. When the ghost senses the change in me, and she tries to use the song to soothe me, and then starts to become visible. Not human form, not really any form. She shows herself as a color like lilac or violet. She is color. This shapeless color starts to move closer to me. She is leaving the corner and moving toward the bed. All the while, my rational brain is thinking, this is not happening. This cannot be happening. But as she moves closer, she tries to soothe me with her voice, shushing me and talking to me. She has stopped singing, but her voice is still soothing and sweet, like a mother or a grandmother. Then, as she gets closer, the color displays the letter L in white nondescript font, just L. She is still talking, and I think I have started to answer her questions, but not aloud, just in my mind. I never once ask her what she is or why she is here. My non-rational mind feels completely at ease with her, while my rational mind is panicked into silence. Then, after a few seconds or minutes, I don't really know. Okay, then after a few seconds or minutes, I don't really know. She takes the form of an ageless female. She could be 70 or 17. Her face is classically beautiful with fair skin. She shares with me that her name is Lily. She doesn't tell me, I just sort of know. She has light eyes and wisps of hair falling around her face. All the while, the color around her clothes, the light illuminating her emanates the violet/lilac color. Jesus Christ. Okay. She then sits on my bed as a mother or grandmother would and begins to pat my arms and legs, trying to soothe me. Soothe me and my rational mind. She even leans across me, her arm resting on the opposite side of the bed. Then we settle into a conversation. The only things I remember were the last words I asked her and her response, which were, "What about my sister?" And she responded with, "Why don't you ask her for yourself?" Or why don't you ask her yourself? Then I hear footsteps on the staircase, and my eyes pop open as if I had been asleep, which I hadn't. Not really. It was somewhere between waking and sleeping. Not a dream, but not real either, right? My pulse is racing, and everything that just happened is clear as day in my mind. I look down to find that my arms are crossed like they used to do to people who died, and my blanket is folded neatly and perfectly as if someone tucked me into my bed with it pulled right up under my chin. Fuck! I lay there just listening to the sounds around me, listening for who might have been coming down the stairs. No one. The house is quiet. I don't feel the presence of anyone in my room anymore. I feel completely alone, and I realize it has been exactly 1 hour since I laid down and closed my eyes. I'm still shaken, and it's 4 a.m., so I call my mom and tell her everything that happened. It was so surreal. While speaking with my mom, I feel like I'm going to have to convince her this is true, that she's never going to believe me, but she does. She even tells me about other family members who have experienced similar situations.
Ooh.
Then, over the next few days, I start to relay the story to my roommates. One of the girls shared a similar experience of waking, singing a song that was not familiar to her and seemed to be in a foreign language. Another one of my roommates, Serena, was taking a nap and felt someone come and sit on her bed with her and soothe her in a similar way. Since the above experience, I've had one other thing happen to me, and truly.
So truly.
Oh, it's her husband.
No, it's not.
Oh.
So I'm going to go ahead and break in the story and say this is from my college roommate, and I've talked about this house on the podcast
Yes.
before. So this is just like, and I've
Ooh,
talked
that's
about.
so scary.
So Truly is her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, since the above experience, I have had one other thing happen to me and Truly. Me, Truly, and my husband were having some financial issues, and my car died, like dead. We were feeling stressed and hopeless. Truly and I were laying in my bed after being stuck on the side of the road in the dead car resting. Oh, that's the worst. And trying to cool off. We had been chatting, but the conversation came to a stop, and it was completely quiet when a disembodied voice from across the room said, plain as day, "Everything will be all right." We both sat there in silence that followed for several seconds. Then we both asked, "Did you hear that?" I said it was a voice. Truly finishes, "It said, 'Everything is going to be all right.' Is that what you heard, Mom?" "Yep. Truly, that's what I heard." "Who did it sound like?" To me, it sounded like my voice or my sister, who has the same voice as me, but it didn't come from my mouth. It came from across the room, and we were the only two people in the house. I even checked my phone to make sure I hadn't accidentally called my sister. Maybe my future self sent a message to my past self so I didn't stress so much. Not long after that, I got a better job and a new car. Yeah, our lives slowly improved, and everything indeed is all right.
Oh my God.
Wow. I like that idea of like past self
Yeah.
coming
to
back
visit.
to be like, hey, it's going to be fine.
Chill out.
Wow. Those are great stories. That lullaby or that like German singing is so crazy.
So that's what happened in my room before I moved in. So, and I lived, my room was directly above Abby's. It's just so crazy. Like, we, a few years ago, had like a meetup with another one of the roommates, and we all remembered this. And it was just so crazy to know that you have an experience, that you're not insane. And like, and also, Abby's just the best. She's such a cool, and how well written was that, right? Like,
great.
That was awesome, you guys.
That was so great, you guys. Such good stories.
Very good.
Keep sending them. Even if you sent some, send us new ones, because a lot of people who are sending them are like, I have tons of experiences. We want to hear them all.
Yes.
They're so good, so spooky.
Send it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. And hey, while you're at it, why don't you tell a couple pals, some friends, tell them about our podcast, get them interested.
Yeah.
If you know anyone who you love sharing stories with, if you go on like vacations or car rides and you're like, you end up talking about this, tell them about this podcast.
Tell them about this podcast.
And also rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. You guys.
We love you.
We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
We are so excited to have our guest here. She's truly one of the people who makes me chuckle the most in my real life.
So hard, yes.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
You've seen her at UCB. You've seen her on Amazon's The Amazing Gayl Pile. Please welcome Inessa Frantowski. No, I did it wrong.
You did it perfect.
Say it.
Frantowski.
And Inessa?
Frantowski.
But it's probably Frantowski. I think it's probably that. That's
Probably
probably the
right.
way. That's probably. I think I'm saying it wrong. But you know
That's
what?
how I feel about my name.
But I'm not one of those people. I honestly, names are hard, man.
They're
They're
hard.
very hard.
They're so hard. Does your whole family say it that way? And then
I mean, honestly, I think we change it up. Yeah, we're not too picky about it. I think because it's already a modified name, so we're not too picky about
You
it.
gotta
It got
have
like
fun
somewhere
with
messed
it.
up somewhere along the line. Yeah.
You gotta have fun with it. What do you think? It's a modified name, so
It should be Frantowski with a V and a Y.
okay.
Which is the Russian one, but then somehow in immigration it became. That's why people always think I'm Polish.
You're not Polish.
I'm not Polish.
You're not fucking Polish.
You're Canadian Ruski. Yeah.
And I'm always happy to bring it up. So thank you for allowing me to talk about my name origin.
Inessa, you are one of my friends who we will talk about spirituality. We will talk all kinds of like metaphysical things.
Oh, yes.
So, but I still want for our listeners, and Betsy, if you don't know, you probably just know her as an amazing comedian, right?
Yeah, well, we've hung out. We've had some good times.
We've had a couple of hangs.
We've had a good hang. We've had a few good hangs.
So tell us, what do you believe about the paranormal, if anything?
I mean, I believe in everything.
I love
everything.
You know,
honestly, I kind of do think like, I think you had Jacob on here and he was talking about energy.
Jacob Wysocki, yes.
Yeah.
Not changing forms or energy isn't neither created nor destroyed. It only changes forms. So I've never really been able to figure out the soul.
Yeah.
Like how I still don't understand, how you're alive and then you're not alive. You know, like I don't, and I go, okay, your body done, I guess. But then like, what that stuff inside that make you a person? Where did that go?
Where'd that stuff go?
Or even when your body's alive, but I don't know. There is this thing. And in many cultures, they believe at least sometimes in the transition between life and death that there's like, if time doesn't really exist, that there's just this kind of zone where spirits tend to linger longer. In Russia, they do like a ceremony 40 days after death.
Oh.
Where the soul's officially gone by then.
Yeah.
And I think it's like maybe it's just, maybe it takes time to transition. Who says that, you know, like boom, it only takes this long or whatever.
I like that. The Greeks, I think Greek culture does something very similar to that too, of like, I'll butcher it. Mono will kill me. Something like that, where it is like, it takes almost up to a year or something to then fully be like, okay.
In the Jewish culture, they do something
like
similar
that.
to where they put your, I don't know. Well, I don't know enough about it. Never mind. Backing it off.
We don't need to
Greek makes sense because it's we're Russian
Of
Orthodox
course,
and Greek
the
Orthodox. So I
yes.
bet you it's an Orthodox thing or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, like, so I do think, and I just think that I'm comfortable with not knowing all the answers in life,
Good.
right? So
Yes.
it's kind of like, listen, a bunch of people see a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of things we can't explain. It's okay. We don't
So
have to
let's
explain
go.
everything.
Let's
I don't have
go.
to explain everything.
If you even think of just the idea that like none of us see color the same way,
Oh, that's so insane.
it's really scary.
Well,
It's
think
so
about-
insane.
It
And yet
makes me afraid.
Yeah.
we trust our perception so much, right?
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah.
that it's like we
Or you
see
just
and
say it as fact. You're just like, no, that is an orange dress, and it's the same orange that like. And I
Marcy, you're purple to me.
yeah, I'm purple, but purple is what you think all white people look like.
Yeah.
What if we were a beautiful shade of purple?
Awesome.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
But then you would never know because what you think is purple, somebody else thinks is some other color.
That's
like
like
shit, man. Shit, man.
that has been like
can't
an
handle it.
ongoing thing I've thought my whole life of being like, what if my reality is just not the same
Just
as everyone
not it.
else's?
Yeah. God damn, that's
Absolutely.
crazy to think
That's a
about.
toilet thought from when I was little learning to
really?
potty. I like
Oh
learned,
my God.
Like I can remember that's a potty thought from learning to potty. Being
Holy
like,
shit.
what if this isn't real? What if this is just for me?
Whoa.
I mean, yeah.
A real Truman Show moment, guys.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Or those people who believe that you create your own reality,
Yeah.
and that like through energy, thought is energy, and then anything that is whatever like that.
Shit.
Ultimately, we are our own creators. And then sometimes when I hear that though, then I go, all right, well, what am I doing then?
Yeah.
I'm having a Bit of a sit. It seems like
yeah, exactly.
if I'm creating my
I really
reality.
created sitting in traffic for so long. Cool. Really good.
You should listen to the episode with Sissy Fenwick.
Okay.
And she has a really interesting take on like, she was like, what if one of my past lives had so much stress, they just wanted to take a nap? They just want a little. They're just like so happy to have a break.
Oh yeah, there's
I
gotta
do
be
like that a
there's gotta
lot.
be billions of souls that like just
want to chill
had
out.
to live a very stressful, like labor intensive life
Yeah.
and many lives. I'm sure that just want to be like, I get to have a bit of a sit in this one, you know?
Yeah, I
Nothing
bet
wrong with
there's
that.
great.
One of my past live, like currently in my body, is like, I'm so glad to be a fat lady who just watches TV and eats some good food. Oh God, I was someone who really had to work
Really
hard.
had to work. Never got good food.
Well, that is like, I do think about that for real, like of just sort of being like, I'm here to taste things. Like that's part of probably one of the
Yeah.
huge perks of being alive
Of
is
living.
like you probably come here to have like a physical experience. So then
Yeah.
like we make ourselves feel guilty about that. But I was like, but that's what we're here to like sensory experience.
Yeah.
Experience.
That's how I feel. It's
then
like
you
we're
would-
here to.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's it. Like that to me is living.
Yeah,
It's
and then the
like,
rest of the
I wanna
time-
eat and hang out.
We just go back to being dust or energy or some collective love
Yeah.
force. So that's like, you know, I always love the metaphor that like the universe is the ocean and a human being is like a teacup of water
my
from the ocean.
God,
And that's
yeah.
you living a life. And then when you're done life, you go back into the ocean. I went, that's what it feels like. That's what I feel like.
Oh, that's lovely.
God or consciousness is. I think it's just like a
Yes.
big pool of all the souls mixed together.
Yeah.
And that's why you feel like you are we all have this weird
Yeah.
connection and every
Yeah.
life was sort of our own in a way. Like, I don't know.
I like that.
I like
a
that idea.
lot.
So then you probably believe in aliens?
Oh, I feel it. Come on. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
got to be.
Yeah.
What? Come on.
Don't
Gotta.
waste my time with this
Yeah.
alien bullshit.
Gotta.
Of course they're
Yeah.
here.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
So what part of Canada are you from?
Toronto and in and around Toronto, Mississauga as well.
Oh,
Woo, woo.
that sounds like a real First Peoples name.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it like? Is there any like local lore there? Or?
Okay, so I actually chimed in with you when you first started this podcast. I was trying to think, like, I was like, oh, I didn't think I had like any cool enough ghost stories. But then I remembered that I worked in one of Canada's most notorious haunted mansions.
Wait, what?
The Keg Mansion. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, I was like, yes, it's one of the big. It's on often on those like ghost shows that they do, like top 10 places or whatever.
Yes.
It's always one of the ones. And I worked there for over a year. So it's an old historic mansion owned by the Massey family, and then we have like a big music hall in Toronto, Massey Hall, that's named after them. So they were
okay.
like rich people
Yes.
of Toronto, and they lived there in like 1870s or something like that. And now the Keg, which is a chain of affordable steaks in
Yes.
Toronto.
Wait, I've been to the Keg in Vancouver.
Yeah, and then you probably had a great time.
I had a blast.
Yeah, they got big wine, fun appetizers,
Yes.
affordable
Yeah,
steaks.
big old steaks.
You go there at a special occasion.
That is so. Yes,
Yeah.
I've been to that.
I worked at the Keg for 4 years. I worked at the one closer to my house in Mississauga, and then I worked at the downtown, one at the Keg Mansion, which was the spot you wanted.
God, yeah.
But the mansion was notoriously haunted, so much so that there was a big log they kept of all of the incidents. They were kept pretty meticulous recordings of all of every time like they documented stuff. And numerous staff like had experiences and
Yeah.
So we also, people would ask about it a lot. So we were also like, we would tell people like the stories and
that's
stuff.
really
What are some of what's like your favorite haunting story from that?
Okay, so I should tell you that so there's 3 ghosts in the thing. So the women's bathroom upstairs there's a bar.
That's a bathroom ghost.
Was
Bathroom
the I forget her name, but she was the matriarch of the
Okay.
family or whatever, and that was her bedroom, and she was sick and died there.
Shoot. Yeah.
And then the maid hung herself from the foyer, and the rumor
She
was
must have been mad.
oh yeah. Well, apparently she was mourning her mistress's death, but they also suspected that she was pregnant by
With-
someone in the family. That she was carrying the child of someone. There was a love child situation.
Because the thing is with hanging, I guess back then you didn't have a lot of options, but it's like one of those you want to show somebody something. because they have to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently they still have the original stained glass on the ceiling, and you can see the crack from
her. Oh my God.
And the third is a little boy on the
Yuck.
stairs.
Sick.
And
Gross. I hate that.
And he plays with little kids all the time.
Ew.
So people at the restaurant are always complaining because their kids play with the little boy. And he fell off the stairs, and that's how he died. And there has been like a spindle that they keep repairing from the top that keeps falling and smashing.
What?
Oh wow!
It's
Ew.
it's quite scary,
That's
but people see them all the time.
spooky. Yeah.
The scariest story from the woman in the bathroom was that somebody was working. This was like somebody who I worked with at the time.
Yeah.
It was like there was a party up in the bar on the second floor, like a corporate party or something like that. And one of the ladies went to go use the bathroom, and then and they're drinking and like chatting or whatever. So I think like an hour goes by before they realize that she's not there. And somebody goes to find her, and they go into the bathroom, and she's under the sink, like in like a fetal position.
Ooh, I'm getting chills.
And she just was like, she won't let me leave.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ew.
Very spooky.
The bathroom
That's
ghost
so
was like running
spooky.
interference, like not letting her go past.
Yeah, well, she apparently people. So you hear toilets flushing.
Okay.
You'll see feet underneath the stall, and then
All very
nothing
normal
there.
so far.
Oh
Okay.
my God. And nothing
then
there,
nothing comes
though.
out.
Oh wow!
Nothing comes out. And where the staff used to go, there was like a weird third floor where we used to have to go change. And it was like you always felt like somebody was walking by, or like you would be like, oh sorry, or you'd see the door would open and whatever. And then there was like one area that was completely blocked off with like locks and kind of a shaky door.
Oh, shit.
And you look behind it, and it was just kind of like massive old like chandeliers and stuff, all
Ooh.
dusty and kind of like, so it had because it had a spooky feel. And there's a secret tunnel
Yes.
that's been blocked off because the matriarch they had a direct tunnel to the hospital. So they could like just wheel her in peace to the
'cause
hospital.
she
There's
was
an
so
underground
sick.
tunnel to wheel her to the hospital. She come back. They seal it off. But then I think a medium went into the place and said that all the souls from the hospital travel
Oh my
through
God.
the tunnel.
Oh
Like, 'cause
my
of like the
God.
it kind of. Ooh.
Isn't that so weird how in the olden days it was so I can only think of the word taboo. I don't think it is proper for it, but like taboo to be sick. Or like it's
yes.
because
Like
like
you that didn't like no one saw you if you were sick.
yeah, where it's like keep
Yes.
them away. Like we don't want them to go out. You can't like FDR having people like walk him to make it look like he's walking, like stuff like that.
Well, I guess it's just like if you want to like keep your money, they're like he's alive. They're
That
okay.
is that's a very big thing too. Is like inheritance.
People are like that today too.
I guess so.
When people are like sick, they don't like to tell people because they don't want it to hurt their stocks or like.
See, and I love
Yeah.
just screaming at people. I'm sick. Help me.
Yeah, it's really so yeah.
Ooh,
So
that
those-
is so spooky.
I don't
Very
think you
spooky.
should block off a tunnel ever. Let it keep going. I love a tunnel.
Let it happen.
Yeah. All I wanted was a secret passageway when I was a kid.
Oh my God, me
Like
too.
through a wardrobe or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
To meet
show
a-
had one? What was like? There was like a TV show sitcom. Was it Webster? Did he have a secret tunnel?
Did he have
Can't
a
remember.
dumbwaiter or something? Or I don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
Sorry, bit of an off topic.
No,
It's perfect.
We can go off topic.
Tunnels, man.
I remember once I went to a parade of homes with my parents because they were
Fun.
home builders, and we saw this like kids room that had a mural of like not Free Willy, but of a bunch of orcas.
Love that. Love that.
That's such a like. I feel 90s kids
Yes,
thing.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Like, did you guys learn how to draw an orca?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I did.
I did too. but
Yes,
yeah.
thank
I
you.
wasn't talented.
A killer whale.
But in the closet, in the bottom and the back of the closet, there was a tiny door
No.
that was like truly like only small enough for a child to crawl through.
Ew.
And then on the other side of the door was their playroom.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was
but
really,
also horrifying.
and then it had like another door on the other side where like adults could, but it was like for them to like sneak into their closet and like.
That's pretty cool.
I was like, what thoughtful parents.
What cool, fun parents.
You always love like a fort or a clubhouse or a secret hideaway.
Yes.
Something that feels like this is exclusive.
This is all mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Do you mind if we take a quick break?
Absolutely.
We are back.
And we're back.
What a good break.
What a solid break.
Thanks
I'm
for
loving this.
The massage train was so
Yeah,
nice.
that's a good massage train.
I don't feel that people massage enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Right?
What if we just like took our feet, plopped them right up in between us, and each rubbed someone else's foot?
Wouldn't that be fun for the viewers to think about as they're listening to this?
So just imagine we're all rubbing each other's feet.
Dirty little feet.
Oh.
It's the summertime, so
It's
like
100 degrees outside, so all of our feet are just sweaty and
Perfect.
stink. Oof. Ugh.
so. Inessa, you have some other paranormal experiences to share with us?
Yes.
Yes. So I have I spoke with my mother about sort of like the
I was about
sort
to say, and she's a known witch, but she's not, right?
I mean, listen, my mom claims all kinds of things. She has a few stories about telekinesis.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, like she has like a couple of times. One where it was like she was nearly attacked, and she had an example of like where she was held at knife point.
Oh my God.
Like in Russia too. So she was going to be like they were trying to rob her at the train station.
Oh.
But she like felt like kind of like a seizing up or whatever. But she managed to escape. But the next day it was like she had this huge blister that kind of like developed like where, and it's kind of like that metaphysical thing of like your body's like psyching itself up
Yes,
for
and
energy and it like creates
Oh,
stuff
wow.
to like
Something somewhere.
to protect or something. So she had this huge, but like the
What?
knife didn't penetrate her raincoat or anything. So it was like a thing. And
That's so.
yeah, it's like, you know how like,
Wild.
what's psychosomatic?
Yeah.
Your brain can
Yeah.
make your body
Yeah.
have physical symptoms
Yes.
even or do stuff.
I
Yeah.
like to think that her body got so hard it couldn't penetrate it.
Yeah, like or whatever.
I like
she
that
was just
too.
like-
Just like bring it on.
imagine she turned into steel.
Cool.
just
She's a
through
superhero.
Sheer rage.
Steel mama.
But she has another one kind of like that where it does feel like the beginning of a superhero story where she discovers like her thing. But it was like she talks about like working and like she was like a woman working physically like and like sometimes people would yell demeaning comments at her or whatever. And she was working or whatever and like I guess these men were bothering her and kind of like saying stuff to her like cracking jokes or whatever. And she says that they were like glazing whether it's like a coincidence or not, it was like amazing like. But they were like glazing like a wood floor and they had been like working on this kind of all day. And there was like a huge big, like one of those big, heavy mop buckets.
Yeah.
And she said that she was like turning around and she said she kind of felt like a fire. And then she said as she spun around, like this huge bucket, like out of nowhere just went boom like this and like ruined all of their work and like whatever. But it was just like a wave of energy.
And
That's
and it
awesome.
couldn't be blamed on her.
Yeah, and it was just like, and you go like, I don't know what that is, but sometimes I do feel like with either love or with like rage or something
Anger,
like that,
yeah.
anger, like I feel like it can gain momentum or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's
Yeah.
interesting. But I always think too, it's like, yeah, who knows? But so she's my mom is and she would like if you wanted it rains a lot in Canada and if you like didn't want it to rain on a special day or something, she would be like, hold on, and she'd go out to the balcony and just consciously try to stop the rain.
Oh
try to hold the rain.
God, I love that so much.
Did it work?
Hold on.
I mean, she claims. Sometimes it doesn't rain.
Yeah,
What
hey,
can you say?
Pretty good. 60% of the time, it's not raining. So
Odds are pretty
that
good.
is so funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she sounds incredible.
Yeah. So there's a couple stories she told me. One was like the only one that I have as a child. So starting from me all the way up to my great grandmother, every generation has something. The only one that I feel just in my heart felt so real to me was that one time I was like laying down to bed, but I was not sleeping at all, like just laying down. And I felt so distinctly like my hair being put behind my ear.
My God.
Like, and I felt like the hand, and I thought it was my mother. I thought my mom was coming to like, oh, my mom came to give me a kiss, and I opened my eyes and there wasn't there. But I felt my hair move. I felt like just so clearly like it was just like I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleeping or whatever. Another time I like, I woke up one time and I saw like a man seated at the foot of my bed.
Oh my God.
Like thinking.
Yes.
And clear, but not like threatening.
Where was that?
In my bedroom.
But here or
in Canada.
In Canada.
And like in my childhood bedroom or whatever, right? And then I closed my eyes and opened them again or whatever, and he was gone.
Oh God.
But that I think, and that's happened to like a few people in my family.
Yeah.
Like that's not, but that was more when I was younger. So much like haven't really had that now. I've also like, sometimes I just, if I get scared, I say, please, no visitors. No thanks.
I like that.
Too scared now.
Nope.
Please, no visitors.
Yeah, just like, guys, not tonight.
You got to get like a little sign in your bedroom. That
I
says that.
should. Please, no visitors.
You know what? If you're scared about that stuff, if you decide before you go to bed that you don't want to have a certain dream or you want to close yourself off, you can do that. That will help.
Oh, that's cool. Because I always worry that if I like a certain dream or something, if I put it in my mind, I'm going to have it.
Well, it's sort of like you're basically trying to reprogram the stock images that your subconscious is using.
Okay.
So if you make a conscious thought, like, I don't want to see, like, I remember watching Psychic Kids. Did you ever watch Psychic Kids? Oh my God.
Chip
No,
Coffee's
I never
amazing.
did.
Chip Coffee. He'd be like, Ryan.
Wait, I've heard of Chip Coffee.
Ryan, there's something evil in here. You know what he said? Fuck you. He said it. Ryan.
Chip Coffee.
Oh my God. So funny.
That's a Psychic Kid. That's such a fun way to do swear words if you're a kid.
That
they
is
can't get mad
so
at you if the ghost said
fun.
it.
The ghost told me to go fuck myself.
Chip Coffee's the grown-up psychic guy. The guy with all the scarves.
Oh, yeah.
He's always doing a bunch of scarves.
Chip Coffee with a bunch of scarves.
I love him.
Oh, he sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna work on that.
So Psychic Kids, though.
Psychic Kids.
Oh, yes.
Just love it. Yeah. Just love it.
I was going to say a thing that I've done when I started a new job. So with my new job, like I'm trying to come up with ideas because I got like a writing job. So sometimes at night or a few times at night have been like, I want to specifically think of an answer for this problem we're having. And I'll like just kind of be like, I'm going to dream on it tonight.
Yeah.
And then like I don't necessarily like remember all my dreams, but it may be like a little fragment.
Yeah.
And I've definitely said that like if there's like a problem or like a question you have, like you don't know what to do, like ask yourself ask your like as you go to bed, ask your higher self or whatever, like help me think of what to do about this issue.
I do like that idea of like
then
sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
Sleep on it and fit like.
But literally like say it out loud or whatever you want to whisper it, whatever you want to do before you go to bed. And then see if like in the morning you have any clarity about what you think you should do.
Yeah, apparently there's actual science that proves that works, that it's like that there's two phases of dreaming. One phase of dreaming is encoding information, and those are the dreams that seem very real and like whatever. And the other one are your more cerebral, like the surreal ones where your brain's like pulling images together, where that's like you trying to like communicate to yourself.
Yes, okay.
And they did a study, and rats actually dream. And so they had rats in a maze, and rats dream of completing the maze, and they're better at completing the maze the following day after sleeping. The study was to prove the science behind why sleeping on it actually does work.
Yeah, that's awesome. Little rats dreaming.
I know.
Bunch
Just
of
being like, how the fuck, man? How do I go? Where do I go?
I gotta get to that cheese, man.
That's all their life is.
I know.
Honestly, aren't we all just little rats?
We're all just little rats.
Just
looking
gotta
for
get that
cheese, baby.
Yeah.
Do you want more?
Yes, give
okay.
me more.
Why
We
not?
want more.
All right. So my mom's is again. So basically, she said that my dad had this friend from Russia who, like, when they moved to Canada, they like lost touch with people for a bunch of years, and this was a friend. I guess. I guess he was in Russia or whatever. But but he they would call and they would talk on the phone and always managed to get together, maybe over 10 years, but never were able to get together, never were able to coordinate seeing each other again. So, and my mom described him as like kind of my dad's old buddy and his like bachelor buddy, like, you know, drinker and like, you know, like his fun party buddy. And anyways, so I guess they hadn't heard from him in a while. And then my mom said that she like shot up in the night one time and saw this man, and she had never met him. And so she had like saw this man at the foot of her bed, and he was like, she said like the distinctive thing was that she said like his coat was hanging off of him, like it was like a big like loose coat, and that's what she was struck by or whatever, right? Anyways,
my coats, I can barely zip them.
Like this guy
is just like a little sausage casing, being like, well, I don't wear it enough to find a fit.
Yeah, so, no way.
Sorry, keep going.
You can keep it open.
I mean, listen. Anyway, so after that, so she kind of looks at him, not threatened by him, and then like closes her eyes, and then, you know, he's gone. And then just then, like this maybe like 2 a.m. or something, they get a phone call, and it's this fellow, maybe his sister or someone, and he's letting them know that he's passed away.
Oh my God.
And was just like talking about like, and I think it was a sister, and was just saying that like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, whatever, he'd been sick or whatever. And then just like, you know, and she was like, oh, he got like so thin. He was so skinny or whatever. And she said his clothes would hang off him or something like that.
God.
And then so my mom was like, oh, like, and then she thought, oh, like, yeah, we had planned to meet this time. He never got to meet me. And she's like, he came, he got to look at me.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it, and you know?
Oh,
you know,
you got a gander.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because, you know, like, it's like, if you think about it, it's like, does time, space really exist? You know, like, in whether it's in your mind, some people see it in a dream, some people see it kind of in a waking dream, some people see it in, you know. Yeah. I know. That whole state. I used to. I was a sleepwalker when I was younger.
Ooh, that's spooky.
And my brother had night terrors and stuff. But it was like, for me, it was like it's interesting that the people who have this like have a lot of this stuff in common. But it's almost like you're like trying to figure something out that can't be figured out. Oh, like you're like wrapped in this and whatever. It's like a chemical thing, like why you're moving or whatever. But mine was like, and it was like, again, something they said that you grow out of. So this was in my teen years. And then I did kind of grow out of it, I guess. But it was like, I would get up in the middle of the night, and it would be like, I would be trying to kind of like solve an equation. Like, and I would be like, da, da, da. Like, but it was nonsense, and none of it ever made sense. Weird. So I would be like, oh, and I'd start it again, like blah, blah, blah. Whoa. This thing would like kind of like whatever. And that would be like, but I wasn't scared. Like my brothers were scary. Like where he was like thought like the weight of the world was on his shoulders, and he would like have a freak out.
Yeah.
Mine was like very casual. Like I would whatever. And then sometimes I'd like walk into my sister's room and like talk to her. Like she would talk to me and I'd answer questions and be like kind of annoyed. Like
I came into my room.
Sleepwalkers are very like irritated. I don't know what it is. It's like they are like annoyed if you tell them that they're sleepwalking.
I guess it's because they're able to communicate a little bit, but they don't understand why you're not in their reality. That they're like, what are you doing? This is like you're doing the thing wrong. I'm supposed to be doing something right now, and you're trying to talk to me. It's something. It's like something kind of that sentiment. And then it always ended. Eventually, I would get into the shower, and then that's what would wake me up. You would turn the water on?
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Like,
oh yeah, that's the only. And then I would wake up and I would be like, oh shit, it's like 4 a.m. or something. You know, like, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to school tomorrow.
Oh, were you exhausted or no?
I did go to like the school guidance counselor, like to discuss it, and then they were just like, it's like a hormonal thing, and you grow out of it or whatever.
Yeah,
I can remember once as a child being so tired, but I had to like take a bath before I went to bed.
Yeah,
and I was like young, probably. Maybe a little too young to bathe completely alone, but anyway, I was in my parents' bathroom.
I mean, you seem pretty smart of like if you're working on your potty training and thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, I was also the third child. They're like, you'll be fine. The other ones, they've survived. It's fine.
If they've made it, you can make it.
But I remember I like was so tired and I needed to take a bath, so I was filling up the bathtub with water, and I was just trying to throw the towel beside the bathtub onto the bath mat. That's where I like kept it because there weren't any like hanging places. So I just, and the first one I just threw right into the bathtub, and I was like, oh no. So I like picked it up and didn't know what to do, and I put it in this sink, and then I got another towel and I threw it in the bathtub again. And I was like, oh no. And I just think I just started to cry. Oh. And so my dad heard me crying and came in. He was like, what's going on? And there were like 3 towels in the bathtub. And he was like, baby, just go to bed. I was like,
just go to sleep.
Too tired. I kept throwing them in the bathtub. I was like, this time you're not going to do it. But I wouldn't say that was a sleepwalking. It was just my body was just shutting down, being like, you can do this.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's pretty weird. Like it is like a weird half here, half not here type of situation.
The sleep stuff is very weird.
It's so weird. I've slept walk a few times.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go anywhere?
And like probably in like the last 8 years.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because normally it's
I
like when
woke
you're
up
younger.
one time in my closet with all my blankets and a pillow. I woke up one time in my bathroom with all my blankets and a pillow. And then
you
one
just
time
need to go move your bed. You're like, this
I
bed
go
won't do. I'll go find a new one.
And then one time I went to the bathroom and left the sink running and it flooded.
Oh.
And I was just kind of like, I had no clue.
When
and
in
I
the
went
morning,
right back to bed.
Did you think that someone else had done it, or did you know that you had done it?
I thought I had no clue. Yeah, I thought somebody else must have done it, and I was like, Tony, why would you do that? And she's like, you did it. I was like, oh, okay.
She's like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Or she's a gaslighter.
Yeah,
she really wants.
what the hell?
She sabotaged.
Yeah.
You. That's really creepy though.
Yeah.
I think sleepwalking is like a very creepy thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
I do. Okay, so this is there's my mother, then we have my grandmother. Now this one's a little more dark, but it's also has to do with like, so this was my grandmother had a dream about her father who had passed away at this point, and she had like a bit of a unresolved relationship with. And anyways, so in the dream that she has, she is looking at his grave, and like she's looking at the gravestone, and she starts to see like dust that she kind of moves away or whatever, and she sees like a little office down there, and she sees him reading like, or sees him like working kind of like in an office or something.
Like
Yeah.
she has like a little window into
into like the gravestone or whatever, right? And then it goes dark.
Oh no.
Like he turns, comes up, reaches his hand through the grave, and grabs her leg and starts to pull her down into the earth or whatever, right?
God.
Oh shit.
And she's, like screaming and like pleading and apologizing and all of this. It's like such a like metaphor kind of dream.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then anyways, she wakes up, of course, in a start or whatever, and feels so sick about this dream that she actually feels like sick enough to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
Anyway, she finds out that she had like an ulcer that had ruptured or something like that. And so it was like,
Oh, I got chills.
ooh, right?
Yeah.
It was a warning dream. Like her father was
my
saying,
God,
like,
go.
like you're going to,
Yeah.
something bad is going to happen to you if you're like,
Oh
you're close
my
to, if you
I
don't go to the
literally got
hospital.
like chills.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's so. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's so spooky.
And it's sort of like,
She's like,
because of her relationship, like it's like she's seeing something scary because she probably feels like guilt or something
Yeah.
about that. But it's also him visiting her in a
Him
way to
being
help
like-
her.
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
I
just
have
the way
to
her-
startle you to get you to be like, I don't.
And it's us. Like, so if we have we might see something, our
Yes.
dreams are all going to be based on our perception of ourselves and on
Yes.
how we're going to interpret it. And that's why some of us we're going to be really scared when we see ghosts, and some of us are going to feel really comforted.
Yes.
Because it's all going to depend on how
Yeah.
like we feel about it going in,
Yeah.
So that one, and then so again, all this stuff too about kind of like the unresolved soul, or like
Yes.
this time that, and also these last two stories. The other thing was she hadn't gone to the funeral, so she hadn't like fully like mourned.
yes.
So there's still like, and same with my great grandmother Baba Anya, who I'm named after, and we share a birthday, December 23rd.
Oh.
So she
Capricorn.
Christmas.
Yes.
Did you hate it as a kid?
No, I didn't. We celebrated it like 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's fine.
Perfect.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
So this was another one. So like, these are all like, so I guess in my family, it's more like, with the exception of my mom, like these are like kind of about connecting with your loved ones or whatever. So Baba Anya was very, very close to her mother and really struggled after she passed. So much so that she was like inconsolable and wasn't able to go to the funeral. Like just was was like whatever. And I think she was still living with, or she was staying with her dad, or, you know. And so basically what had happened is one morning, like dad like gets up early for whatever reason and finds her. And it's maybe like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And she used to always go pick strawberries. With her mom.
Yeah.
And so my Baba Anya, who's still alive, she looks at him and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to pick strawberries with mom." And oh my God. So she says she saw her like come to the window, say, "Come on, let's go." And she goes to go outside or whatever, right?
What?
So he's like, no, like he explains, like, you know, she's passed away, like she's like moved on or whatever, and like kind of like brings her to or whatever. Next morning, same thing. Oh, she gets up, she sees her mother by the window, you know, finds her like again or whatever, and stopped. So they bring a priest to the house, and basically kind of what he said, which I thought was kind of interesting, but he was saying that he said you have to let her go. Like you're attached to the spirit. You have to let her go. And maybe because she didn't go to the funeral, I think funerals are really great to help people. Yeah. Like I think that's what they're for, is to help people sort of like kind of come to terms with that. Yeah. And then I think kind of like the old like Russian folklore of that, or like the interpretation of that is like, you don't want to, like these last 2 stories, like you don't want to go with that soul if it's not your time to go. Yeah. Like if you don't let go of your grief, like if you go, if you go with that soul, what does that mean? Like you're being, be careful. Like you're going to like, and maybe that's like a thing of like, you know, like you can harm yourself in your own sadness. If you have to let that. You have to let go for both sides. So I thought that was like,
I like that a lot. I'm just like, it's not your time.
It's oh.
But how scary to have a human look in your face and be like, I'm going to go pick strawberries with my mom.
That is so scary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Baba Anya.
Ooh. Baba Anya.
Well.
My goodness.
Do you have time to listen to a ghost story?
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah. Those are so good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It is cool to like, you don't think even if everybody takes time and asks their relatives, do you know any ghost stories? It's really interesting. You'd be surprised. There's a lot more that people don't share.
Yeah. That's been like the best thing about this podcast, is just hearing so many people's personal experiences. That so many people have them too. Mm-hmm. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably, but Betsy's like, I don't know about that. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
So, this isn't my story. It's one that I heard at a sleepover when I was 12. So it was a long time ago. Right. But I still remember almost every detail of it because it was so striking to me. But it was my friend's birthday, and we were all staying over at his house, and we were all telling scary stories because that's what 12-year-olds do. Yes. And we're pretty terrible at it because most of them, or all of them at this point, we're just making up on the fly, and they're all terrible and not particularly scary. And then my friend, he asked his mom, "Hey mom, can you tell the story about what happened to us last summer?" And she says, "Oh, I don't know," but we egg her on, and so she relents.
Tween boys are really,
and so
they hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
This is that story, but you know, there's that look in people's eyes when they say something and you know it really happened to them, or you know it's truthful, and this definitely was that. So, okay, there's this family of 4, my friend, there's the mother and the father and the 2 kids, my friend who was about 12 and his younger brother who was about 8 or 9. Okay. And so they go camping. One weekend in the summer before this party, and they go camping in the desert, somewhere like Joshua Tree, or somewhere like that.
I'm familiar.
Camping in the desert, who knows? But they go camping.
Desert camping place.
And it's just them. There's no one around them for miles. They're sleeping in a tent. It's just the four of them. And one night they get this campfire going, and they've just had a long day exploring or doing whatever you do when you go camping in the desert. I don't know. It's not my thing. But they're sitting around the campfire.
Chips.
And they're roasting marshmallows, and they've just had a really long, exhausting day, and they're just relaxing, talking. And they're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, it's a tight-knit circle. The four of them, they're basically sitting side to side around a small campfire, and they hear footsteps. The soft crunching of desert sand and twigs and whatnot. And like the hairs on the back of their necks all stand right up, and they're kind of confused, or they're worried. They're thinking, oh, is this, an animal? Like, are we going to have to protect ourselves? Is it like a mountain lion or some other dangerous desert animal? I don't know. But that's what they're thinking. And they're kind of nervous. But they're just sitting there. The hairs on the back of their neck they're all standing up. And they're sitting in the circle, and all of a sudden, in between two of them, a little boy walks up.
Oh, fuck off.
Like, he's maybe 6 or 7 years old, tops. And he walks up really softly, slowly, and he's standing right in their immediate circle. And it's a small circle, and he's basically shoulder to shoulder with them. But he doesn't look at any of them. He doesn't look at anyone in the eye or acknowledge them at all. And he's just looking straight at the fire.
I hate this.
And he's looking at the fire.
I hate this kid.
And
They don't say anything.
he says, "Could I have a chair?" And nobody says anything. They're too freaked out to think or know what to say. So they're just kind of sitting there, and that just hangs there for a long time. And this boy doesn't emote, he doesn't do anything. He's just looking at the fire. And finally, the mother speaks up, and she says, "No, I'm sorry, honey. We don't have any extra chairs. We just brought these 4 for us. Is there someone we can call? Are your parents nearby? Do you need help?" And he cuts her off while she's asking these questions.
No, a rude little kid.
And he says, "But I don't have a chair." And no one says anything again. And he's just staring at the fire. And then he walks away.
Ew.
And all of them are super freaked out, but they don't say anything because they don't want to acknowledge what just actually happened. But they're just sitting there, terrified.
Was it real kid?
And this is the desert, so, if a car drove up, they would hear it. They're the only one
Kids
at
drive
this
cars?
campsite, the only ones there for miles. No one's around. They've been there the entire day.
Ew.
They would have seen someone's camping site, whatever. They would have seen it. And they would have seen people coming because it's just flat land, but they saw no one. There's no one around them. And it's the middle of the night.
That's fucked up.
So weird.
And just this little 6, 7-year-old boy
I hate that
comes out of
so
nowhere.
much. This one really.
And once he
fucked me.
left, they realize, what had just happened sunk in. And they look at the ground where he was standing, and there are no footsteps. And that's it.
You hate kid ghosts the most.
They fucking freak me out,
Yeah,
man.
kid ghosts
Not a
the most.
fan of kid ghosts or jilted brides.
No, they're all bad.
Oh my God.
I know. First, I thought, oh, maybe the kid was like a real alive kid,
Yeah, me
and maybe
too.
like a lost kid or something.
I
but
was
then-
a little worried that was some like kid who was used as a sex slave.
Oh,
like,
I
who
know.
had been
Marcy.
like drugged by some like meth head in the desert.
And got out.
And it was
and
like,
just
do
I
you
need
have a chair?
I didn't even think of that.
well,
Shit.
I'm always
I know.
thinking nefarious things.
That's the real scary story.
It's what goes on
That's
in my
the
brain.
true-
But there's no footprint, so
Yeah.
and they definitely heard him.
That is so nuts. And for 4 people,
Yeah, and for like the son to be like, "Mom, can we tell that story?" She's like,
and
"Shut
her just being like, no,
I don't
I
know.
don't want to tell this story.
I'm
She's like,
sure we had heat stroke or something."
All those shrooms we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was like, "We didn't tell the kids."
That's always the part of
That tea
the
we were
ghost
drinking.
story in the desert that you omit, and they're like, oh, by the way, we were all on mushrooms.
we were doing a
shipping
lot of
booze.
drugs. Whoa, that was good. That's
That was a
fucking
good one.
creepy.
I can't imagine what that was.
That one really rocked me. Yeah.
Other than like the idea of remember when I talked about the black-eyed kids?
Ugh.
Like if it was like one of those little black-eyed kids who's like, "May I come in?"
Don't let them in.
Don't let them in. And there was no place to go into, so he was just like, "Can I have,
Can
a,
I have
chair?
a chair? No.
And they're like,
Fuck off. I would scream at that kid.
I just want to see a kid ask you for anything one day now.
Get the fuck out of here, you little ghost. I'll lose my mind on him.
Oh man,
That is so creepy.
This was all creepy.
Oh, God.
yeah,
that was
very
great.
scary stuff.
Very scary. We got to go to that house in Toronto.
Oh,
that
you guys
mansion.
gotta go to the Keg Mansion.
We'll go to the keg.
God.
And
That-
then we'll go snoop around.
That could be a great little ghost hunter episode.
Yes.
Because when we went to Austin, we went to the Driscoll together, and then our friends had an experience there. So
Oh, yeah, they did.
You can also go to. Have you been to the Joshua Tree Inn? That's
No.
also notoriously haunted.
No.
Maybe
I've
I-
never been to Joshua Tree.
you haven't?
I gotta
Well,
go.
don't
Really?
go this
Really?
time of
Yeah.
year.
I
But
find that so surprising.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
I've been to like Palm Springs a ton.
Yeah.
It's right.
But-
It's just right there.
Yeah, I
so.
need to go.
Yeah.
So what's the?
Yeah. It
Maybe
was
I've stayed there though.
the Joshua Tree Inn. It's it's like the musician died there from the Flying Burrito Brothers.
Flying burrito. Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Graham Parsons, I think. Graham Parsons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
And
he
so,
die there?
Yeah, he died there, and so there's a little a little shrine there, and that room is haunted. I actually
Ooh.
stayed in the other room, because he kind of it didn't used to be open in the public. He passed away in one room, and then he was like revived, and he moved into another room.
Oh,
and then,
my goodness.
So there's two rooms there that are haunted.
And you stayed in the other room.
not knowing because they just opened that one up.
That's fucked up.
But my friend said she heard some things.
Ooh.
She heard a bit of a get out.
Oh, my
Out.
God.
I was just checking
A
to
bit of
see
a
if
get
I
out.
stayed there. I did not. I stayed
Get
at the
out.
Travel Lodge in Joshua Tree.
Oh, yeah. No.
Wait, now you guys like ghosts, but it's like, would you stay overnight in a room
Absolutely.
that was haunted? You would?
Absolutely.
I
was
would give
haunted?
it a whirl.
You guys
I
are
would give it a whirl.
brave.
I'd be so scared.
You're brave.
But I would give it a whirl.
I'm stupidly brave.
Especially with like friends. I don't know if I could do it alone. I bet I could do it alone.
You would never.
Oh, I don't
have
think I
to,
could do it.
Betsy.
I would never- maybe
I'd
do-
be
never
right
do it
there
alone.
next to you, saying, "Did you hear that,
Oh God, maybe I should do it alone.
Betsy? Did you hear that?"
So I could just be like,
and then it would be me making this tiniest little fart.
wink,
Wink, wink, wink.
Oh, yeah.
Inessa, tell everyone where they can find you.
Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram and YouTube and all that. I'm Inessa Comedy, Inessa with an I. And I'm at UCB. Yeah. On Thirst Trap and Squadron are
Yep.
my teams.
And they should check out the Amazing Gayl Pile on
Yes.
Amazon, right?
Amazon.
Yes. It's
So
very
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
it. Thank you for having me. I love
Thank you. Oh yeah, And thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.